Tim Tszyu is fighting Joey Spencer in April. Now, who's going to win this fight? Well, we'll talk about who's going to win this fight. Let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Tim Tszyu fought Sebastian Fondora, in which it was a very close fight. Both fighting back and forth. Both had some great shots, but Sebastian Fondora outlanded Tim Tszyu, and Sebastian Fondora won by decision.
The towering inferno, Sebastian!
And after this, Tim Tszyu went on to fight Bakhram Murtazaliev, in which Bakhram Murtazaliev dropped Tim Tszyu 3 times in round 2. Bakhram Murtazaliev then dropped and put a lot of punishment on Tim Tszyu, and Tim's team seen enough and stopped the fight in round 3. Now let's take a look at Joey's latest performances, in which he fought Janeiro Gonzalez, in which Joey Spencer started off great, knocked out Janeiro Gonzalez in round 5. And after this, Joey Spencer went on to fight Miguel Hernandez, in which it was a very close fight. Both started off very fast, both had some great combinations, but Joey Spencer won by decision.
Joey, the small-town soldier.
Now, this fight is a pretty interesting fight, and before we talk about Tim Tszyu's comeback and why it sucks, let's take a look at Joey Spencer. Well, he has 19 wins, with 11 of those wins coming by knockout, and he has 1 loss by TKO. But what's interesting is that he's currently been fighting at middleweight. In fact, his last 3 fights were at 160, but before that, he was fighting at 154, and his first and only loss was his last fight at 154. So now that he's fighting Tim Tszyu, he's making his way back down to 154, so we're gonna have to see how he performs. But realistically, Tim Tszyu and his team are the ones that should be worried and are the ones that should be ready to fight. And I say that because the downfall of Tim Tszyu has started, and who knows how many fights Tim Tszyu has left in him, because he's on a 2-fight losing streak, which are his only 2 losses. Which I guess you could say that fight against Sebastian Fondora was a fluke because of the cut and blood, so that's why it was a close fight. But that fight against Bakhram Murtazaliev was no fluke. Bakhram was heavily underestimated, and Tim Tszyu wasn't ready. So we're gonna have to see how Tim Tszyu comes back after a devastating loss, which I believe that he needs to perform great, and he probably needs a finish, because if not, then I don't think he deserves to fight for any title at 154, and I don't think he stands a chance against any title holder at 154. So in the end, it's going to be a pretty good fight, and I do believe that if Tim Tszyu can come back and show the heart and skill that he has always shown, then I definitely believe that he could get the win. But even then, I don't think him beating Joey Spencer means anything, because there are bigger and tougher opponents now, and I don't think he beats any of them.